another couple of days in the garage. So in the last 2 days I've run all these wires for all the engine components. At the moment they're just taped. I haven't soldered them together yet, but that's the direction of our wiring loom. So we'll come around the front and then come down and into a box. So I've just bolted the box in because the only problem is we're going to put a bulkhead fitting in here for all these wires that will plug into another fitting on here that goes to our ECU. But with this ECU there are screen cables for the cam and the crank sensor, so it's just got a metallic screen around it to stop interference, so they cannot be cut and joined through the box. So they have to run through the side of the box through some glands. So when we unplug the engine, we'll have to run these in a separate loom, so we can unplug these and bring them back to the box to be able to pull the engine out, which is alright. So once I've got all of my wires run back, I'll work out how many wires there are and the size of the bulkhead fitting I have to buy. But once all that's wired up, we can fire in the hole and see what happens. Hopefully I've got it all right. But there's quite a good detail in the stuff you can find on the internet of the micro squirt ECU. And there's the big book that shows you all about it. So yeah, I'll continue with that and I'll give you an update later. So I've completed the complete injector loom. I'm just changing them from blur to bling. So I'm just wrapping them in the, I don't know what's it called, expanding sheath. Just giving it a little bit more class. So there's the injector loom. We'll go up here like this. That plugs on it there, and that plugs on it there, and we've got a nice looking loom. Nice looking loom there. While I've been doing that, the old man's been working on our drainage system and the hot air evacuation. So there it is. When you shut the lid, this will meet with this face with a bit of foam on there, so it creates a seal that's high enough, hopefully that water won't splash through. And if it does get into the back cavity, there's our drain. So we decided to make it a nice long taper so any water will rush into it. But yeah, bit of productive week there. This wiring's taken a lot longer than I anticipated, but it is a big process, I suppose. But yeah, it looks good. Once that one's done, then I can add the next loom in, and so on and so forth. These are the only plugs that we had new pins for, so we need to track down some new pins for all the rest of the plugs, because we don't really want to leave on some of the old wiring and then connect to the old wiring. We want to repin them so they're a beautiful new connection. I went looking for some today but had no luck. Another couple of days down, managed to get both looms for the injectors done on both engines. We're just hoping to get some pins for all the plugs to finish off the rest of the loom. The old man's finished his hot air evacuation, and there's the two panels that it meets, so we'll have some foam around here or around here, and then when it folds down they meet together and create a seal. And also we've got our drains as well, so when this shuts it goes into a funnel that's down here and all the water will drain out of that that top section. So it's looking pretty good. There's my loom, and I'm just working on my heat reduction and 2 drains. So that's it for now. See you on the next one.